Chelsea have already snapped up Timo Werner, Hakim Ziyech, Ben Chilwell, Thiago Silva, Malang Sarr and Xavier Mbayamba and are still targeting more additions. So what could the Blues' starting 11 look like next season? And what were they wrong in the last season? Come on, let's have a detailed analysis in this video. Frank Lampard is in the hunt for a new goalkeeper to replace Kepa Arrizabalaga this summer. Why? While only Manchester City and Liverpool scored more goals than Chelsea last season, 10 clubs shipped fewer goals. Those stats clearly suggest the defense must be addressed as a priority, and the writing was on the wall for their £71.6 million stopper after losing his place to Willy Caballero at the start of the year and for their season-ending league win over Wolves. The Spain international conceded 10.6 goals more than expected last term, more than any other keeper in the league. Chelsea have conceded 54 goals last season, which shows how vulnerable they are at the back. Chelsea were linked with Andre Onana, Jan Oblak and Nick Pope, but they went on and signed Lille stopper Mike Maignan, who has played for France at youth levels and conceded 27 goals in 28 appearances in League One last season. The defense has undergone a major overhaul this week, with blockbuster signings Ben Chilwell and Thiago Silva, while France U21 international Malang Sarr also joined the club, the latter pair on free transfers after their respective contracts expired at Paris Saint-Germain and Nice. Sarr will be loaned out to gain more experience, so Chelsea could start with Chilwell at left back and a centre-back partnership of Thiago Silva and Kurt Zouma, while Cesar Azpilicueta is likely to retain the right-back spot. Now let's look at the Chelsea defenders' statistics of minutes played in the last season. Azpilicueta played the most minutes for Chelsea last season, sparing 32-30 minutes, followed by Zouma and Christensen, with 23-43 minutes and 17-52 minutes respectively. Lampard has a plethora of midfield options already, including Jorginho, N'Golo Kanté, Mateo Kovacic, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Ross Barkley, Billy Gilmour and Mason Mount, but he also wants to sign Bayer Leverkusen wonderkid Kai Havertz. Where could Havertz fit? If the Chelsea boss sticks with his preferred 4-3-3 formation, the 21-year-old could start on the right of the three-man midfield, with Mount on the left and Kanté or Jorginho holding centrally. As Havertz already proved that he is one of the best in Europe. No doubt Lampard was more adamant in getting the player to Stamford Bridge. Let's look at the players who scored most goals in Europe aged 21 or under. Havertz are obviously in the second spot with 36 goals scored last season, followed by Manchester United's long-term target Jadon Sancho with 30 goals. Chelsea have already spent £78.3 million during the summer window on forwards Timo Werner and Hakim Ziyech. Both recorded devastating numbers at their former clubs last term, with Werner primarily finishing and Ziyech creating. Willian and Pedro left the club when their deals expired after the FA Cup final, but plenty of competition remains down the wings, with Christian Pulisic finishing the season in fine form and Callum Hudson-Odoi eager for more game time. Olivier Giroud ended the campaign in pole position up top, but Tammy Abraham will want to reclaim the starting berth and lead a pacey firing line. However, Werner could start as the central striker to accommodate Pulisic and Ziyech down the flanks. Let's look at the Chelsea's big chances created last season and their conversion rate. Chelsea are holding third spot with 75 big chances created, but if you look at the conversion rate for the chances they created, they are absolutely poor, with just 33.96% of success rate. This is where the new signings Werner and Ziyech are good at. 6 Chelsea signings and targets could assemble in a new-look starting 11, and this is how the new-look lineup will be for Chelsea next season. With Lampard's 4-3-3 formation, Maignan is a goalkeeper and it's obvious that Chilwell will be the left-back option ahead of Alonso. With Thiago Silva and Zouma as centre-backs, leaving Azpilicueta as the right-back. And Havertz, Kanté and Mount as the perfect midfield option, followed by Ziyech, Werner and Pulisic as the front three. With Chelsea's strong lineup, it is clearly a title-contending team for the next season. Please leave your predicted lineup for the next season in the comments. Thank you.